I just heard one note and I'm already feeling sad. But I'm happy that I got something going, maybe. Something. That wasn't the right note, but give me a minute. Or actually, I can just cut ahead to this.
This is a classic.
Hey, I'm DaViinci, and welcome to my very first YouTube video. To give you some background, I've been making music my whole life, whether it's playing instruments as a kid or learning how to make beats in high school 15 years ago. I grew up, my dad played a lot of music of all different kinds. I mean, you'd hear hip hop and then salsa and then Hindi music, just any type of music that you can think of, opera. And so I make beats, I sing, I rap, I write, and I actually finished my first album last year. So made an album from scratch just to see if I could do it. It's pretty good. You can see it in the comments if you want. But anyway, this is also the first episode of a series I'm making called Theme Beats, where I use two random words, an adjective and a noun, to make a theme like crazy taco or something. Just whatever the random words that generate online, I got to use that as a theme, make something inspired by that. And I'll have 1 hour to do it because, producers got to make stuff quick. Or I should say beat makers got to make stuff quick. And it's just good practice for me. It keeps it interesting for you. So let's get into Theme Beats, episode 1. All right. So first, I'll start generating these random words. So my adjective is somber. All right. I think that means sad, but we'll just look it up just to make sure everyone's on the same page. Dark or dull in color or tone. Gloomy. Okay, that's not what I thought. Oppressively solemn or sober in mood. Grave. He looked at her with a somber expression. Okay, that's not a helpful sentence. So dark or dull in color or tone. Gloomy. So it's sad, but it's like a given up, like the type of sad where all of the energy is kind of gone from something. That's how I'm interpreting it. So next word to complete the theme is partner. Somber partner. Wow, that's kind of deep. Partner, either a pair of people engaged together in the same activity. Oh, either of a pair. Blah, blah, blah. We all know what it is. Okay. Somber partner. So basically your teammate has given up hope. That's how I'm interpreting somber partner. You're making progress. You're productive. You're okay. But then the somberness of your partner starts leaking in and muddying it up. And then maybe things start to get complicated. I don't know. I'll figure out the details later. Let me put up these words first. So, boom. And I'll start my timer. Like I said, I have 1 hour. I'll try to do it less than an hour, but it's tough. It is tough. So, starting now. I have my timer running. It's time to pick my sounds. So I'm going to pick my sounds in Splice and move them over to FL Studio, and I will get back to you. All right, so my first sound is a bit of a neutral sound because remember, I'm thinking there's one person, the main person, who is just focused on moving forward, and this other person is very somber, and it starts to muddle their energy. So I'm going to start with a very neutral instrument that I can draw out through the whole song to tie it together so it's not choppy. So that's this sound. Here's the next sound. Here's a sad sound for later. It's piano I can do a lot with. Sad, pathetic sounding string. Then I got some drums and percussion. So, Nothing too hype, you know, everything's kind of like the color's been pulled out of it. This one's more bouncy because this is going to be in the beginning before the sad stuff. There's my sad snare, but it's beautiful snare, I think. Then I got this bass. It's a real sounding bass instead of like an 808 because I want to do maybe like a little riff with it. A little sad riff. And then here's my transition, kind of a riser. Right into the drop. All right, so let me get started with the beginning. I'm going to use these hi-hats and this synth here to start out the vibe. So I'll start out with this basic fill every 2 steps. And then I'm going to add some details to it. I like to get real bouncy with these volumes. And I'm going to do some random note panning, just a little bit. So here's what I got for hi-hats. So a little bit of technical stuff, a little bit of feel-based, a little bit of just experience, I guess. Here is the synth now. Okay. That will be a big part of my intro. So I want to save the snare for later because that'll be part of the drop. I mean, you got to have something better after the drop. So I'll save the kick and the snare for after the drop. I'll put that in right before the drop. Something like just basic. All right. And I'm not going to be playing all these sounds at once, by the way, for the whole song. I'm just building the sounds right now, building the patterns, making sure it sounds decent together. And then I'll spread it out on the playlist, which is over here. If you've never used FL Studio, basically making the patterns, and then I will spread them out into the song to design the song. All right, there's only a couple more layers before I get into the drop. Just add a ride every once in a while. Oh, I just heard one note and I'm already feeling sad. But I'm happy that I got something going, maybe. Something. That wasn't the right note, but give me a minute. Or actually, I can just cut ahead to this. Type stuff. Sadness there. Sounds like it's given up. So I'm going to go to this next instrument, piano. And make a sad melody in the higher ranges. Here we go. All right, how much time do I have? 20 minutes. All right, pretty good. As you can see, I spent a lot of time on this piano. I don't want to show it to you yet because it's just so beautiful. No, but seriously, I think I may have gotten carried away. Hopefully it sounds good. It sounds like, to me, it sounds like a concert pianist. Very interpretive, emotional. It's describing the interaction between the one partner who's moving forward and the other partner who's stuck and trying to inspire the other one, but the other one's pulling back, and it's just a conflict of emotions. But they're still working at it, and that's all I'll say on the piano. Look at it; it's kind of pretty. Thanks to myself for the compliment. So I'm gonna make my little bass riff. I should say my big bass riff. It's not no little bass riff. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big man. Okay, so I'll make my bass riff. Okay, anything else? Kick and snare. This should be easy. I mean, if you make beats, it should be easy, but it's hard when the timer's on you. Quick. I have like 3 minutes to do this part. All right, so here's the drums. It's a little bit lazy, a little bit off beat. It's kind of the somber aspect of the drums. I love rhythm, so trust me, just because it's weird doesn't mean I'm an amateur. I love rhythm. I love drums. All right, so I'm just gonna use that sound after I build the song. Let's see, I got 10 minutes left, but that's not as much time as it seems because I'm gonna have to tweak some stuff. So let me start laying out the song, and we're almost there. We're almost there. Oof. Oh, I'm getting hot. I'm getting tired. 3 minutes. Three minutes. Okay. Stuff's starting to get crowded. I got to start cleaning up. I got to make some important decisions here. And time. Woo! 10 seconds left. Let's go, baby. Okay, let me stop the timer. And let's hear the song. I'm smiling a lot, even though it's supposed to be sad. Okay, somber partner. Somber partner. Here's what I got. Oh, you know what? Okay, I gotta cheat. Sorry. I'm about 30 seconds past, but I had this idea to fade in this first instrument, so I'm just gonna do that for your viewing pleasure. You know what I'm saying? If I'm making a beat in a studio, they could wait 10 seconds, right? Okay, thanks. Now I'm done. I got this first instrument fading in. I got some hi-hats, I got some things and some other things. My drop is here. I got the piano fading in, and that's the piano I didn't show you because it's kind of cool. So you got something to look forward to. And otherwise, here is a listen to Somber Partner. I'm kind of sad now. Uh, I guess that means I did it right. Somber partner. Let me know if you think it was on theme. Let me know if you liked it. Um, just keep getting better over time because it's my first ever YouTube video. So thank you for joining me. I appreciate your support, even though you haven't supported me yet, but I'm just gonna assume somebody's gonna support. So thank you to that person. And peace.